Hello, hello, hello. And it is a Monday night. I know you're probably wondering, why are you so dressed and sitting and talking? Is all that necessary? Actually, I just finished recording and we're about to have some rain, so I had to get in. But I wanted to stop by and talk for a little bit. So, many of us are 50 plus. Wonderful age, wonderful age. It's beautiful. I will be turning 55 in 2 weeks. And so I realized that when I turned 50, something in the inner parts of me, inner parts, the deep parts, something just switched. And with each year, there is a switch. And the areas I have evolved in my 50s, it gets greater, it gets greater, it gets greater. You probably can say that, yeah, it's something. Can't put your finger on it, but it's something. But tonight, I want to talk about things 50 plus women don't care about. And I'm speaking about this because I realized that I have become a bit different. There are things that probably concerned me before, and I say probably because some of these things never concerned me. But some of these things concerned me, and I realized at the age that I am now, it no longer is. The first thing is becoming liked by everybody. Now, that's one thing that I did not have an issue with, and I don't know why, but I did not have an issue with wanting everyone to like me because I know I'm special. And I dealt with, even at a young age, women who could have been my mother. It was something about me that got their goozle. And I believe because there was a call on my life, they saw the giftings on my life, so it may have bothered them. And I'm sure you probably have experienced that as well. Why are you acting this way towards me and you're old enough to be my mom? So we're at the age where we don't care who like us. We don't care that everyone don't like us. Peace over popularity. Second thing, following every fashion trend. We don't care about that. I don't care about that. I know what looks good on me, and I stick with that. Number 3, looking younger. Now, I know we see people, women who you're like, baby, your little girl should have that on. However, we don't care about the trends. We know what looks good on us. 4, explaining ourselves. I'm not explaining myself. I made the decision. I'm not explaining to you. I don't need confirmation from you in regards to the decision that I've made. The next thing, that may be 4, 5, other people's opinion. Other people's opinion. You don't have to understand. At this age, we don't need your opinion. You don't have to understand my decision. The next thing, fake. Fake friendships, relationships, family ship, fake. We don't do fake. We don't care about fake. We want real relationships, real friendships, real family ship, real whatever ships. We can't deal with fake. We can't deal with it. Age appropriate fashion. That may be 6 or 7. age appropriate fashion. Now, there are some things that are inappropriate. Before I said something about that's something that your child should wear. There is age appropriate looks. So say for instance, I am soon to be 55 and I decide to wear shorts and I want to wear a crop top. There are appropriate crop tops for women in their 50s. We're not talking about crop tops that a 15-year-old, a young 18-year-old would wear. But there are appropriate shorts for our age, and there are appropriate crop tops for our age that will still be fashionable but classy. The next thing is unnecessary drama. Something happens to me in the inside when there is drama. It almost seems like I have, and no offense to anyone, it almost seems like I have Tourette's on the inside because it's something I can't do drama. Never have done drama. At this age, I definitely can't deal with drama. The next thing is seeking validation. We know our worth. We should know our worth. And if someone, I don't care who it may be, have caused you to question your worth, question that person, question that friendship, question that relationship, because any friendship or relationship, they should be building you up and not having you question who you are and your worth. The next thing, trying to make everyone comfortable. I remember hearing the statement or adage, if you would, older people say what they feel. I don't want to say I'm older people. I am older people to some people. However, I get it. Because in your 50s, there are so many things that you're no longer going to take. There are so many things that kept you stifled. And at this age, you no longer stifle. You know that muzzle is gone because you are just as grown as the people that you're dealing with. I would say be respectful. However, we're no longer making you comfortable at the expense of our comfortability. I don't know what number that is, number 12, holding on to things that no longer, no longer holding on to things that no longer serve you. Sis. Let it go. We ain't talking about just clothes. We're talking about ships, friendships, relationships that no longer serve you. Do you hear me? And I say these are things that we no longer deal with in our 50s. But there are women who are in their 50s who still dealing with all of this that I'm speaking of on tonight. Let it go. It no longer serves you. It's no good for your health. Let it go. The next thing, feeling guilty about putting yourself first. If you are a mother, if you are a sister, if you are a teacher, if you are a whatever your position is, women have a knack to put everything first and leave themselves on the back burner and never get to themselves. As a mother, you put your children first. If you're married, you put your spouse first. If you're a caretaker, of course, you take care of the needs of the person you're caring for. And later on, you find out that you have become older, weaker, haven't done anything for yourself. You have to put yourself first. And at this age, it's not even questionable. It's not questionable. We have the propensity to think that, oh, I'm doing all of this for this person. I'm doing all of this for this person. I'm doing all of this, and years pass. We have the propensity to think that you really putting yourself first, because maybe that's someone that you love. Maybe that's someone you care for. This is something you promised that you would do. But again, you fail to put yourself truly first. It's okay to put yourself first. It is not selfish, because if you're not healthy mentally, spiritually, financially, if you're not taken care of, how can you take care of anyone else? So many of us in our 50s, we're beginning to put ourselves first because we have put so many other things and people first before us for years, and now we're tired. But don't get too tired where when you try to put yourself first, you can't even walk. You can't do anything. It is time. It is time to put yourself first. Make sure you're healthy. Make sure you're happy. Make sure you're healed. Make sure you're whole, so that when it's time and you make the decision, hey, let me take care of this. Let me take care of this person. You have already taken care of yourself. You feel me? The next thing is waiting for the right time. The time is now. The time is now. The time is now that you travel. The time is now that you go and do something special for yourself. The time is now that you start that book. The time is now that you start that business. Start. The time is now. We are, as they say, closer to the grave than we are to the crib. The time is now. The time is now. The time is now. Your 50s aren't becoming invisible. They are becoming unapologetically you. That's what your 50s are about. That's what I'm learning it's about. It is becoming unapologetically you. You beautiful you. You talented you. You smart you. You is beautiful. You is kind. You is smart. You are one heck of a woman. So in your 50s, in our 50s, I know where I am, and I speak to a lot of women who are in their 50s. They ask the question, did something change when you turned 50? Absolutely. Absolutely. It's funny. When I turned 50, I cut my hair. Cut it off. I said, I'm going platinum for years. I wanted to do that. It is going on 5 years. I do not plan on going back. There is a boldness that people say I have because I was bold enough to cut my hair, but it was so much more than that. It was so much bigger than that. But yes, cut my hair at 50. I do my own hair and I keep it tight and right. That's what we do at 50. And 50 plus. That's what we do. We do what we like. No matter the eye rolls that I get when I walk into the room. We don't care. We don't care. Because we love who we are. It's time for you to love who you are. So these are just a few things that we don't care about. And I'm sure I can find a lot more as the day go on or the days go on. But again, 50s is not a time. It's not a time to hide. It's not a time to hide behind the curtain, hide behind the bush. It is time for you to shine. It is time for you to shine. Don't fight the change that you feel. It's beautiful. You're evolving, and that's beautiful. You're growing. You're a light to the world that you don't even know. So don't hide. Shine bright and become the unapologetically look, I can barely say the word. Unapologetically you. Until next time, Felicia Dianne.